Hello everyone, and welcome to the League of Brian. Today we are going to talk about how to gain Elo, the most important thing in League of Legends. So, this is my take on how you gain Elo. So to give you a little backstory, I'm a Platinum player. Season 5 I was a Platinum 80 carry main. Took a little break after that because I had grinded for a little bit. In Season 6 I decided to try to get Platinum again. And I ran into some issues. The break really screwed with me, and I got placed in Gold 4. And I was like, alright, this should be easy. I should just be able to go past all these gold scrubs since I was already in platinum before. Who cares? Let's just go. Did not work. Promotion to gold 3, demotion into gold 4, promotion into gold 3, demotion into gold 4. You know how it goes. And I just could not get into plat. But I decided to follow the strategy that I'm about to tell you, and I was able to turn it around. So, the biggest thing with League of Legends, the hardest thing to grasp, is that there's so many variables in every game. Every game you go into, there's probably 9 different champions you're playing either with or against, and depending on what you play, you could play a different champion every time. There's different roles, and with every role there's different things to do, how matchups work. It's just so many variables. So I think the best way to get Elo is to minimize the variables. Be more consistent. Now, the only thing that you can really do to decrease these variables is 2 things. 1, main a role. 2, main a champion. Number 1, maining a role. Maining a role is so important because there's so many variabilities between each role. So being able to just focus on one role really cuts down having to learn different things, right? Me, I'm a support main. When I play, I don't know how to play jungle. I've known how to play jungle since season 4. All these scuttle crabs and everything. I don't know what the hell's going on. And those plants add into it. I can't do with that shit, but I know how to play support, right? So if I just play, sometimes I really like playing Lee Sin. I find Lee Sin fun, but I am not gonna go jungle Lee Sin because I don't know how the fuck to play jungle. I might think I'm good on Lee Sin, but I don't know how to play jungle. That's not gonna help me. So being able to main one role is very important. I'm gonna do a sidebar from this. Maining a role that doesn't have a lot of traffic. And what I mean by this is your most sought after role is mid, right? So that means it's going to be the hardest to get. So if you want to main mid, most of the times you're not going to get mid, right? And most of the time you're going to get the off role or you're going to get filled into just something else. So what I like to do, I main support because I know I'm going to get support every single game. I'm not saying that you should have to main support, but maybe go with something lower. Maybe consider doing like jungle or top. Actually, I don't know how the breakdown is, but I'm assuming it's mid 80 carry, top, jungle, support. Another thing I'm going to go into too is every role can carry. I'm tired of people saying supports can't carry. Literally, in the beginning of the game, supports dictate how the bot lane goes. So stop thinking that every role can't carry, right? Every role can carry. You just have to be good about it. And the least traffic the role is, the less people know how to play it, right? Especially with support. Not a lot of people play support, so that means not a lot of people are good at it, especially at your elo. A lot of people who are playing support don't want to play support and they got fiddled into it. So if you're good at it, you're going to have the edge there. And we're going to go into the second topic, which is maining a champion. Now this could be a little flexible and you can main 2 champions, right? But I like to stick with 1 champion. And this is because so you can focus on how your role is supposed to be played, right? For example, I main Zyra. I started playing her before Worlds happened, so every time I played, which is another thing I'm going to talk to, but I'll go into that a little bit later. Every time I played, I was able to play Zyra. So I eventually got so good at Zyra that I didn't have to worry about, oh, am I going to hit this skill shot? Oh, is my combo going to be enough? How far is this? How far can I cast this away? No. All I had to do was worry about the intricacies of support. So when should I ward? When should I trade? Things like this, right? I didn't have to worry about anything about Zyra because I played her so much that it became second hand. And that's what's really important, right? So I think it's okay to main like 2 champions so you can focus on them, because if your champion's picked away or whatever, then you have the opportunity to play something else and not be garbage at it. But so I'm going to go into my second point here too, is play something that not a lot of people play, right? For example, Yasuo, Lee Sin, Riven, they're all fun to play, I get that, but the point is they're either banned or picked so often that you're never going to get this champion. Number two, a lot of people play these champions, so when you go against it, you know how it works. Now I know it's funny now because I say that I main Zyra, and since Zyra had a popularity spike at Worlds, a lot of people know how to play with her or against her. But before, not that many people knew. Before Worlds started. And you would do so much damage that not anybody would be ready for it. They didn't know how Zyra worked, they didn't know that she has so much upfront damage that I could get a kill, level 3. But either me or my AD carry get the kill, we can roll the lane. So with this strategy, I'm from Gold 4 to Plat 5 with 75 games, and 70 of them were on Zyra. And there was there's 2 odd games of Blitzcrank, Soraka, and Brand. So, I'm going to go over these tips real quick, just try to condense everything to make sure I hit it. Stick with a role. It's very important because you can understand the role, and I highly suggest you pick a role that isn't played a lot, so you make sure you get that role every single time. It still can be done other ways, but I think this is the best way. 2, main a champion. 1 or 2, preferably 1, but I understand 2, so you have the ability to play other champions. But doing this means you can focus on it. And another sidebar, play something that not a lot of people play, so people don't know how to play against it, which is really important. And yeah, that's really everything. And another sidebar, just because I said play a champion that doesn't get played a lot, that doesn't mean play something that doesn't work. Like, playing MF support when your team doesn't have Ashe and they don't have a mobile AD carries. Know why you want to play a champion. Have fun on the champion, and know what his strengths and weaknesses are. If you do want to go main MF support, make sure you know the strength and weaknesses of MF support. Don't play it into a mobile champion when you don't have Ashe or like a Jhin or something like that, because then you're not playing to the strengths of the champions. That's another tip that kind of just came out of nowhere that I think is also really important. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. This is my first video, so if you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. And I'd appreciate a like or subscription. And if you have anything else you want me to talk about, I'd love to. I love talking about this stuff, and I'm glad that I just want somewhere to share this information with, because I don't have anybody to talk about it and realize. So I like being able to share my thoughts and opinions. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.